right at high tide. 56 degrees, about 8 o'clock in the morning. Up from some pretty cold temperatures this morning. Had a couple of record low temperatures. When about 6 a.m. it was 37 in Bar Harbor, Maine, and also in Provincetown. So those were record low temperatures this morning. And there's a plume of smoke that's going right over Provincetown right now. Unlike that smoke from last week or the weeks before that came from Western Canada up around 10,000 feet, this smoke is a plume from a fire in southern Nova Scotia, and it's around 5,000 feet, and it kind of drifted across the Gulf of Maine last night. Brandon and Harwich, I think you're in Harwich, sharing these images this morning, so it actually smells like a fire. And the low-level wind, check the 850, this is 850 millibars up in the sky, is around 1,500 meters, which is around 5,000 feet. You can see the flow there from east to west. So that plume of heavier smoke, pretty close to the ground, is traversing Cape Cod through Rhode Island toward Connecticut today. I can just barely make out the smell of smoke here just south of Boston. Oh wait, what does that smell? The stench of the Celtics blowing Game 7. I didn't stay up for that. It was bad news. I saw it by the end of the first half. Sorry, it was kind of ugly. Yeah, so Bruins and Celtics have put us out of our misery. Go Sox. What do you got, T-Rex? He loves when I turn over the guard and he comes down and causes issues. So what's the weather going to do? I mean, there's always something. We have this smoke plume, otherwise blue sky. And our storm off to the south is just sort of sitting there now. It's redeveloping out over the ocean. And it's going to be there all week long. Let's go to the tropical sector, Pivotal Weather. Most of these maps are from Pivotal Weather. And you can see it kind of spinning around to our south. And then that front that I said was coming through Friday, looks like it may come through a little bit later, Friday night and Saturday. Wave on the front. Could it be our next rain's going to come in on Saturday? That's what the Euro is showing. Now we're out about 4 or 5 days. Once you get out 4 or 5 days, confidence is mid-level. And then once you get out 9, 10 days, look at this, confidence is low level, but there's a chance for a cold nor'easter here the middle of next week. That would be appreciable rain. Rather get it on that Wednesday than a Saturday. Usually if it rains on a Wednesday, the Saturday is nice. So this week it looks like Wednesday is going to be nice and Saturday may end up wet. Here's the weather.us 3 to 5 day showing that warm up, 60s today, then 70s tomorrow, and 80s on Thursday and Friday before that front, and then the temperature kind of tanks on Saturday. Temperatures only in the 60s with a chance of rain Saturday. That's the early call. I think the GFS is mostly dry, but also has an onshore flow. So what was a cold high coming in yesterday is turning into a warmer high. That happened last week, and western New England just stayed warm. Here in eastern New England yesterday was pretty cold and windy, but by late in the day, it turned really nice, and the wind died down, and T-Rex and I were out playing in the yard, and that was really cool. The sun warmed us up, even though it was kind of a chilly air mass, so it turned into a really nice day, so we'll keep this short and sweet for today. Watching the tropics, potential rain in the 5 to 10 day, and smoke today. Talk more tomorrow. Looks like it's functioning properly at this point. A little update a few minutes later. Ferry is okay. For a cold day, it's pretty hot now. What do you think, T-Rex? You want to play? What a turnaround. It is so warm now, even though the wind is from the east. But that's standing in the sun. Did we have any record lows today? Not sure. Probably already talked about that though, didn't I?